Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of Bally Mons, we're going to be looking at the Champions League quarterfinals preview, prediction, and picks for the Wednesday fixtures. Just before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel so far, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate all the support. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. Appreciate all the support. So, let me just get started here. Obviously, we have two fixtures on Wednesday for the Champions League quarterfinals. We're down to the business end of the season. Like I said, last 8 teams, last best 8 teams that's left in this competition are all fighting to get a place for the semi-finals. So on the Wednesday fixtures, we have Barcelona versus Atleti Madrid, and then we have PSG versus Liverpool. Barcelona and Atleti, whoever wins that tie plays the winner of Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon, and whoever wins the PSG versus Liverpool tie play the winner of the Madrid and Bayern Munich fixture. So let me just get started here. I'm going to get started with the Barca and Atleti tie. It's going to be an interesting tie because at the weekend they played. Barcelona were the better team. However, Atletico Madrid had a very, very contentious red card, in my opinion. Barcelona ran out winners 2-1. I know Rafinha is injured. He got injured on international duty, so Rashford started at the weekend. I don't know if he's going to start again or it's going to be Lewandowski that's starting. And for me, I'll go with Rashford. It's more pace. He has more about him. And then maybe bring on Lewandowski like he did at the weekend when he scored the winner. So, like I said, at the weekend, obviously Barcelona won 2-1. But that was away in Madrid as well. So they have the taste of winning Madrid. But this game, the first leg, is going to be in Barcelona and Camp Nou. So obviously, I think Simeone will have a plan because in the league fixtures, he rested most of his good players because he knows the league is gone. They're definitely going to be in the Champions League next. They're going to finish third or fourth in that league. It's guaranteed. So I think he rested most of his players because I noticed obviously Lookman wasn't playing. Julian Alvarez wasn't playing as well either. So those two have been very, very vital for Simeone this season and the way Simeone likes to play. And I think both of them are going to start in the next leg. And obviously, we get to watch Lamine Yamal. For me, the best player in the world. Lamine Yamal, we get to watch Lamine Yamal. For me, the best player in the world. Is the most entertaining player in the world, in my opinion. Whenever you watch him play, you just see how good that kid is. Absolutely fantastic to watch for me. He's such an entertainer. It reminds me of the old school ballers like Ronaldinho, the Brazilian guys that take the ball, no fear. Dribble, and look for the final ball. Absolutely amazing player for me. For me, he's the best player in the world. And just to go back on Atleti Madrid. I think, like I said, Diego Simeone has something stored for Hansi Flick in this one. I'm picking Atletico Madrid to go through overall in this tie, but I'm not sure about who's going to win the first leg. But I think Lookman and Julian Alvarez came back from international duty. Both of them didn't come on at the weekend and in the league fixtures, but I think those two are going to get great joy from the extremely high line of Barcelona for me because Barcelona, Hansi Flick isn't going to change. He's going to play the high line. Sometimes Barcelona look hilarious defensively. When you watch them against Newcastle, how high the line is, how much trouble Langa caused them. And I think Lookman and Julian Alvarez can do the exact same thing to Barcelona on Wednesday night. I think Atletico will go through overall in this one. I'm picking Atletico Madrid to go through. Like I said, I think Simeone has something up his sleeve for Hansi Flick. Barcelona, very poor defensively, like I said. I think you know what you're going to get from Atleti. You're going to go down the low block and the counter attack. Like I said, Lookman and Julian Alvarez will be the X factor in this tie for me. I'm picking overall. I'm picking Atletico Madrid to go through. So the next one I'm going for is the PSG versus Liverpool game. For me, this is a very interesting tie as well because everyone seems to be just counting Liverpool out completely, which is understandable because they've been very, very poor this season in the league. But for me, I'm not counting them out. I'm picking Liverpool to go through in this tie because if you watch the French league week in week out, you watch PSG this season, you watch it, and you remember watching last season. PSG, they're not as good as they used to be last season. They've lost a bit of hunger, which is completely normal. After winning 5 or 6 trophies in one calendar year last year, for me, I'm picking Liverpool to go through in this one. Like I said, Liverpool have been very poor in the league. However, the Champions League has been like a breath of fresh air for Liverpool, and I'm picking them to go through. For my guy Arne Slot, I think he has one foot out, but can he win back the fans by getting to the latter stages of the Champions League, semi-final or final? This is a big chance for him, I think. I think if he gets to maybe the semi-final or final, they will keep him in charge, in my opinion. Even if they have finished, but they have finished fourth in the league or fifth if they want to get Champions League, in my opinion. For this tie, I think the X factor there are two things. Are we going to get a classic Mo Salah? Can Mo Salah give us a last dance kind of performance in terms of over the 2 legs? Will he perform? Can he give us some output? Can he score? Can he assist? And also, will he be tracking Nuno Mendes, or will he be passing him on to the fullback? Because that's going to be because Nuno Mendes for me is one of the best fullback in the world, probably the best left back in the world over the last 24 months, 2 seasons in my opinion. He's very, very good at attack going forward, and he's also very, very good defensively. And his final ball is amazing as well. So Mo Salah is going to have his workout out. Is Mo Salah going to track back? Will he give us one of his last dance performance and be absolutely classic Mo Salah with the two legs? I know he's old. I know he's older, but great players, they have a way of summoning up something inside them and producing when it's needed the most. And that's why great players are great players, because of the mentality. And I think Mo Salah can do that for Liverpool in this tie, in my opinion. And the other X factor is Kvaratskhelia. Believe it or not, Kvaratskhelia doesn't actually start all the time for PSG, because normally they might go for Doué, Dembele, and they go for Barcola as well. Barcola's been absolutely fantastic as well. He's been probably one of PSG, if not PSG, best attacker this season, alongside obviously Dembele with a number on goal, and obviously Doué, and obviously Kvaratskhelia as well. I think for me, he's going to be the X factor, because he changed that Chelsea game when he came on, in my opinion, the first leg. Are we going to get inconsistent Kvaratskhelia? Are we going to get the one that comes on and change the game? Like I said, Mo Salah, he's going to have to give us two great back-to-back performances against this PSG team. The midfield battle is going to be very interesting as well, because obviously with PSG, they have probably two of the best midfielders in Vitinha and João Neves. And I think lately when I watch PSG, I've always seen Zaire Emery starting alongside those two. He's a very, very good young French player as well for me. He's been on the scene for a while as well, but he's still a very, very young player. And obviously Liverpool, they're going to obviously, I think they're going to go for Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. In my opinion, they have to have a three-man a workman-like three-man midfield with Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. In my opinion, to combat that PSG midfield. PSG have superior names, they have superior talent, but that if I think Arne Slot goes with that three-man midfield, the workman-like midfield, they might be able to combat the PSG midfielders, in my opinion. Like I said, we're in for a treat for this Champions League. All the quarterfinal ties are very, very interesting, bar the Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal. But, like I said, I'm picking Liverpool to go through overall in this one. I think they will go through overall in this one. I don't know if they win the first leg, but I think overall they go through, especially at Anfield. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you made it to the end, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Peace out.